Hi, and good morning from Islands of Adventure. I am back to ride some rides and eat some food. And
I'm here too!
And Brennan's here too. What?
Hello!
Let's go inside and have some fun, right? Woo, it's a hot one today. I wanted to show off this gate because last time it was raining and I didn't really get a good up close look at it. You can see there's a Marvel Superhero Island emblem, Toon Lagoon, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. There's a Jurassic Park one way up there, the Lost Continents, Port of Entry, and then Seuss Landing, and I'm pretty positive that is all of the various islands here at Islands of Adventure. Looks like there's one missing right there, but that's where the key goes to open up the gates to get into the park. Okay, so we made it inside Islands of Adventure. There goes the Incredible Hulk roller coaster, and we're over in the You Rest area where we can take off our masks, and Brennan is checking out the construction of the Jurassic Park roller coaster for the first time. What do you think?
I've always been amazed with, you know, how Universal does spacing, because like Disney has the ability to expand out, but Universal's always so boxed in, so they have to like take advantage of the space that they have. I never in a million years would have thought that they would put a roller coaster right there, but they did.
Isn't it awesome?
It's so weird.
And they've done so much since I was just here a few days ago. They've added some more pieces to the track. There's some new inversions, which we'll probably check out once we get a walk around the park a little bit more, but it's so cool, right?
Oh, I'm so excited.
So right now the wait time for the Incredible Hulk is only 10 minutes. So we're actually gonna go ahead and hop in line. We're gonna put our stuff in a locker and then ride it. So we just got off of the Incredible Hulk roller coaster. That was an experience, right, Brennan?
It was. It wasn't that bad with the mask.
It really wasn't?
I can't hear anything that we're saying.
I think they could hear it. I mean, the coaster's gone. So what was the weirdest part? Oh, that mist is nice. What was the weirdest part was definitely the line itself, the queue, because we pretty much waited in the entire queue, but there was nobody in the line because of how they had to kind of space out the social distancing stickers in the line. So it really only did take about 10 minutes, which was incredible. And no pun intended, I guess, but it was weird. It felt weird riding a roller coaster with a face mask on and standing in a line that just had so few people in it. There it goes again. Where is it? There it is. All right, we did our first thing of the day. We rode a roller coaster.
Let's go check out Spider-Man.
Okay, so we are heading off to Spider-Man, but we stopped off to grab some water because we gotta stay hydrated, right, Brennan?
It's honestly super important right now with all of this.
It really is.
It's really hot today.
It really is incredibly hot. But let's go see what kind of a wait time Spider-Man has. So it's only a 10-minute wait, so we are definitely gonna be hopping in line for Spider-Man. I've also been checking for a virtual line return time for Hagrid's, and there are none available right now, but we will keep checking. Okay, we're inside the Daily Bugle. Right now you can see all of the social distancing stickers on the ground, which are interesting because they're not just 6 feet apart from each other. It's kind of like a radius in every direction that they have to be spaced apart from. This is exciting. All right, so we made it to the loading area for Spider-Man. There, the vehicle's right over there. I'm so excited.
Hello? This is Jonah Jameson. Roger, over. Is this thing on? Listen, Scoop. Crime reports are coming in from all over the city, and I'm starting to get worried. Did you see that? The spider signal. With Spider-Man nearby, trouble can't be far away. And you know what trouble means. Headlines! National coverage! So don't screw this up! Everything's going as planned! Excellent! And with my anti-gravity cannon, even Spider-Man won't be able to stop me.
And we're off the amazing adventures of Spider-Man. Wasn't it fun?
Yes, now I feel like I'm back at the theme park.
Were your 3D glasses fogging up at all during the ride?
Yeah, I had to hike my mask on the top of the bridge of my nose so that I could put the glasses over the mask.
It's probably a good idea.
It was only like a couple seconds of like finagling before I figured it out. It wasn't bad.
So we just stopped off in that store right back there in Toon Lagoon to get some of my pass holder perks. I got a couple buttons here, as well as my oyby pass holder magnet, which this is so cool. It kind of goes along with the nostalgia, I guess, of what they have going on right now. So we just stopped by this photo op real quick over here because it's normally pretty popular. There was nobody over here, and Brennan wanted to get a picture because she's never gotten one over here, right?
The last time I did something like this, I was honestly like an 8-year-old, and I didn't really understand the concept of the photo op, so I've always wanted to redo it.
Which is it's pretty cool because it's a vertical picture, so you grab the rope and then you'd turn the picture sideways, kind of like this. Oh, that was weird. Okay, we're gonna head off towards Jurassic Park and Potter. Okay, actually we're gonna head down to the water so Brennan can see the Jurassic Park roller coaster construction from over here in Toon Lagoon. There's
Sweet smell
me
of
ship the olive.
chlorine.
That's bromine.
I know.
And we got some more water too. And here we are down by the water. A lot of this has been installed just in the past few days, namely that inversion right over the water, just straight ahead. That's a very tight loop and that looks so awesome. That's probably like 15 feet above the water. That's gonna be really, really cool. You're just really, really moving along with this. I'm very excited to kind of see what ends up happening with this, what's announced, and just the overall state of Jurassic Park, just the land itself and how that's going to be incorporated, or I guess how this coaster is going to be incorporated into that. Maybe they're going to be doing a Jurassic World overhaul of this entire land, but we will see. I love this lagoon viewing area over here in Toon Lagoon, and it's just so quaint and beautiful, and just the construction going on over there just kind of makes it just an additive as to how interesting that this part of the land is. I don't know, it's just so pleasant, and even though it's not an official U-Rest area, it's a nice place to kind of get away and take off your mask and get away from people, right? All three coasters? Yeah? Jurassic Park, Riptide Rocket, and the Incredible Hulk. Pluto's is going now, so I guess just the other day it was just temporarily down, which it does sound very enticing to hop on this right now, but we are actually heading over to Jurassic and Harry Potter now. The water rides are so tempting right now because it is just so hot and uncomfortable. But we're trying to do what we can before it gets too busy because it's getting close to noon right now, and a lot of the rides that are virtual line they have a standby option right now, and they may exclusively go to virtual line at some point, so we're going to try to get those out of the way if we can. Still trying for Hagrid's, but no success. We made it over to Jurassic and we're coming over to the splash zone area where River Adventure splashes down. And it looks like there was absolutely nobody on that boat right there. Should I go ride this, Brennan?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. So I'm in line for River Adventure and there is just nobody else in line right now. There's a few people kind of getting into a boat right now, way up there. I've never seen this line this empty. So I have the entire front row to myself right now on River Adventure, which is something that has never happened before. And I am very much so excited about it.
Come with us now to a time before man, when the river flowed through a newborn world, and giants walked the earth. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Swords in this lagoon are among the largest creatures ever to walk the earth. Yet despite their awesome size, these gentle giants pose no threat to us. Such as Parasaurolophus. These enormous beasts, like
This is Jurassic Park Animal Control. It looks like one of the hadrosaurs has knocked your boat off course. Chasing Animal Control to CP25. There's a tour boat off course in the raptor containment area. We've got to get those people out of there. Do you copy CP25? Grab the boat before they get too far.
really good. I got pretty wet, it's kind of hard to see, but it was very refreshing. I sat in the front row, which you already saw. And it was just really, really pleasant, and it felt fantastic. And I'm glad that I did it. And it was not a long wait at all. I just walked up and just sat down in the boat. Let's go to Potter's.
Okay.
We're walking by the Jurassic Park construction for the coaster. Here's River Adventure right along the side. That's where I got in line, of course. There's a raptor encounter way up there. This is nice. This is fun. This is kind of the opposite direction that I went when I came the other day.
The raptor encounter looks so nice.
Doesn't it? Heading into Hogsmeade, here's the other side of the construction for the lockers. I do kind of wonder if it's going to be like the boathouse from the movies, or if it's just going to be more rock work to kind of blend in with the castle up there, but I guess only time will tell. Oh, I'm excited to head back into Hogsmeade. So when I was here for my pass holder preview, it was just a virtual line to ride Forbidden Journey, and now it's a 10-minute wait. So that's cool. This is kind of pleasant, just the minimal amount of people heading into the castle. Man, I'm so excited to ride this again. Oh, we're going this way this time. Neat. There's the Mirror of Erised. Just walked past the potions classroom. This is one of my favorite part of the queues, is just walking underneath the castle down here. We just came outside. The queue has pretty much a million little stickers just everywhere. Isn't it neat to see it this empty?
It is. I'm excited to see like how far we just keep walking to get to stop.
So far, no one's gotten in line behind us, which is pretty interesting. Sorry? Oh, they put it on the railings? Well, that's different. I wonder if we're just gonna walk straight up to the loading platform or something. The amount of times I've seen this entire queue packed with people, and just to walk all the way in and all the way through the queue right now, kind of a dream come true. This is fantastic. This is kind of interesting because I think that they turned on the lights in the queue, or they made them a little bit brighter. Because normally most of these rooms are incredibly dim, and you can actually see now, and it's probably because of the social distancing markers on the ground. This is incredibly cool in Dumbledore's office, because it's always just been so dark in here. So to actually be able to see what's going on, this is incredibly cool. Hi, Dumbledore. I love this. And now we're inside Professor Ben's classroom. Man, I love this. Just being able to see in here.
She's barking, but she's brilliant.
It's like a dream come true.
Someone's coming.
And look at this, it's snowing.
Remember, there are only requirements.
It's a little bit awkward because there's so few people in here right now. And I'm making it even more awkward by talking and vlogging. Here's the fat lady portrait welcoming us into the Gryffindor common room. I love this. And here we are inside the Gryffindor common room, about to pretty much head to get straight onto the ride. This is just the best right now. So we just got off of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey back there. Didn't film any of it because I just wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah.
It was a little bit different. The Dementors weren't spooking right now.
I don't know.
They were turned on.
That one Dementor, like, I used to be really scared of them, but then when they're like stationary, like hiding in the corner,
They're even more scary.
I got more spooked by it this time, just sitting there hiding.
There was one that did work, and it was the very final one, but all the other ones were just completely stagnant, which was a little bit terrifying. But other than that, it was a fantastic queue experience, and we just walked straight to the loading platform pretty much. It took about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Something else that's fun, I got a return time for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure while waiting in line for Forbidden Journey. Yes, but it's in about 15 minutes, which is great. I'm happy because we could have gotten one for 4 hours from now.
Yeah, for real.
To get one that's pretty much right now is fantastic. So what I think we're gonna do while we wait is fly to the Hippogriff.
Yay!
So here we are in line for Flight of the Hippogriff. This is gonna be cute and a lot of fun. And I think the wait is only 5 minutes right now, which is honestly pretty phenomenal. I don't think we've done this in kind of a long time. It's definitely been a very long time for me, without a doubt. We did it. We just rode Flight of the Hippogriff, and it was so cute.
This, every time I get on this ride, I always forget that it makes me feel like a kid again, because I remember I used to ride Flight of the Unicorn
Really?
so many times that I would get sick as a kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So you have memories of the Lost Continent back over here. I do not. That's kind of fun. Okay, so we are gonna head over to Hagrid's now, which we saw from all the way up there, and it looked really cool. Hogsmeade is just beautifully open right now. There are so few people. Okay, we're gonna see if we can redeem our return time. We're a little bit early, just a few minutes early, but there may be a window that we can do that. If not, then we'll just have to wait a few more minutes, and we'll probably be funneled into a locker and then get in line for Hagrid's. Okay, so we are in line for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. They let us in about 5 minutes before our time started. They were able to scan my phone, which had our virtual return time on it. Let's see if I can pull that up right now. See, there it is. That's what it looks like. Awesome. So let's see how long we wait. Man, I'm so excited. This is one of the first things that I wanted to do whenever the parks eventually reopened, and it looks like that's kind of going to be the case. We've done pretty much everything else in Islands of Adventure. Brennan, are you excited to do this again?
I'm so excited.
Right?
I'm also excited to see like how long we actually wait.
Right? There are just so many stickers on the ground. It's going to be so different from the last time that I rode it, because everybody was all I guess bunched up together, and now with the social distancing it's going to be very weird. It doesn't really look like there's anybody back over here in Hagrid's hut in this waiting area, which is phenomenal because I do not like this area to wait back here. I feel like it takes forever. But look at all of these social distancing markers. Wow, that is crazy to not have to wait back there. And it looks like we caught up with the line. Wow. So they discontinued the pre-show for Hagrid's, and we've just been kind of slowly moving through the queue. This is definitely different. Well, it took all of 10 minutes to make it to the final room for boarding for Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. I am so excited. We did it, Brennan!
And look, she's a mum.
That was so much fun.
See such a sight in the wild.
I am so happy to be back.
We did see big things, scripts, and unicorns.
So Brennan, how you feeling?
Oh, I feel great right now.
Right?
It's been a good day so far.
It's been an incredible day. Ah, I feel so fortunate. Like, who could have guessed that we would have ridden every single Potter attraction today, right?
We did, didn't we?
And then some. We've ridden pretty much every popular ride in the entire park in Islands of Adventure today.
Poseidon and Zeus.
Pretty much, yeah.
Let's go get a butterbeer.
Oh yeah, let's get a butterbeer. That sounds awesome. So we were going to go into the Three Broomsticks to get a butterbeer because the Hog's Head is closed, but we ended up going back to get it back over there, kind of in the middle of the street. Now we can head hopefully behind the Three Broomsticks and grab a table back there. I hope they're not too busy. So nope, we were not able to go behind the Three Broomsticks. I guess you have to be eating at the Three Broomsticks or order something from the restaurant to be able to go back there, but it's fine because we had a nice place in the shade and it's nice and cool. I've never really looked up here and noticed all of the owls. It's really neat. All right, so now we are finally heading out of Hogsmeade after doing pretty much everything. There's kind of a long line to, I guess, to get a locker to ride Hagrid's, but we are heading through the Lost Continent and then over to Seuss Landing is our final stop of the day. There's another U-Rest area back there in what used to be the old Sinbad part of the park that has not really had anything happen to it since it closed like over a year ago. But I missed it the first time that I walked through the park, so that's back over there. There's also a U-Rest area over in Universal back by Fear Factor and Pretty Positive, so there's I think 2 per park, which is pretty cool. So we made it to Seuss Landing, and I think we're gonna head over to do Cat in the Hat because we haven't done that in a very long time, and it would be cool to kind of do everything, well, not everything, but something in each land. The Seuss trolley train ride was also, I think it was a 10-minute wait. I don't know what the Cat in the Hat's going to be, but it's probably gonna be pretty similar. Very tempted to do the Seuss trolley train ride because it's one of my favorites, but we just haven't done Cat in the Hat in so long.
have no fear of this mess.
Said the cat in the hat.
I always pick up my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know.
And we just got off of the cat in the hat. That was great.
Checking my hair after all these coasters today.
I know, right? All windswept and everything. Okay, I think we're pretty much gonna head on out from here.
Yeah, the only thing we didn't do was in the Lost Continent.
Yeah, I mentioned wanting to do something in every land, but well, there's only one thing to do in the Lost Continent. Decided.
Let's go get some lunch. Lunch?
Yeah. This is kind of odd. There's nobody in front of Brennan heading into Seuss Landing or heading out. This is gonna kind of take some time to get used to in terms of the crowd levels for a bit, probably. So I don't think we mentioned why we're, I guess, heading out of the park now instead of going over to Universal Studios Florida. We wanted to just kind of make a day of it at Islands instead of feeling the need to rush around to both parks and do the biggest rides. And
we can always come back next weekend and do Universal, since like these are the only parks that are open right now. We want to like stretch it out, you know?
For real, and actually have like an enjoyable time at each park and just not feel rushed. That's just kind of the big takeaway from that. And it's also really hot today.
And we want to make sure that like Arlo is doing okay, because this is our first like big day away from Arlo.
The adventure lives on, and where is it living on, Brennan? What are we getting for lunch?
Pizza!
Yes! We're gonna go to City Walk to get some pizza to bring it back home with us. Sounds pretty good. Pizza sounds like it's gonna hit the spot that's in my tummy. All right, so we're heading to City Walk. Just made it out of Islands of Adventure. We are both very hungry. I think we've been here for what, 5 hours or so almost?
Yeah.
From leaving the house to probably when we'll get back, it'll be about 5 hours.
Probably around 10.
And there it is, the Red Oven Pizza Bakery.
They have really good pizzas here, and I'm sad that we don't eat here more often.
All right, and about 15 minutes later, we got our pizzas. I got a prosciutto and arugula pizza, and then you got a pesto pizza, right?
I did.
And I would show it, but it's all wrapped up in our to-go bag because we are heading home to Arlo. So just trust us that it's probably gonna be really good, and it's gonna look good.
The one that I got is always just like filled with ricotta cheese. That's like one of the best parts of it.
And I just like trying to get something new each time we go there because it's always tempting, but heading back to the garage. Okay, so we made it back to the car. We're back at the garage, about to head back home to enjoy our pizza.
Yay!
Brennan, that was just so much fun. I am so happy that we got to do that. I do want to say that the masks were considerably more difficult this time to put up with than the previous trips that we've made to the parks and whatnot, because it's just been so hot.
No one's
today.
around us right now, so I'm letting my face breathe. It is not that easy, but
No.
I will say, if you want to be here, you find a way to make it work. And honestly, at some points you forget it's there. And it's all about just finding your like cool off zones, like grabbing water, going, like at one point I just like hung out at the splash area while you were on River Adventure to just cool off, and I just let the mist hit me everywhere. And this did not impede my fun today. I had a great day.
I did too, and I think earlier I said that we pretty much rode something in each land. We didn't ride anything in Toon Lagoon. I just rode River Adventure, but that's over in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to come back at some point and ride a few of the water rides, or all of them, because right now I think that they would be awesome to do because it is so hot and it does not seem like there are really any lines or wait times at all for most of the rides. Getting to ride Hagrid's today was just phenomenally lucky, just refreshing that app over and over and over again until something finally popped up. It was completely random, but I jumped on it as fast as I could. And I'm glad that I did, because they really just kind of put the cherry on the cake today. I don't know. Wait, cherry on the cake? Cherry doesn't.
The cherries
don't go on cake. Cherry on the sundae. That's what I meant to say. Okay, I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm sweaty. It's time to head home. Thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good day. Goodbye.
Bye!